What's good, guys? This is Lawson from TSS coming to you guys with a Jin Kim tier list from the Negro Leagues. Probably the best program in MLB The Show so far. From just overpowered to super fun cards to use. I'm going to be ranking all 8 of them. Starting with Hank Thompson. Now, to get your hands on this card, you got to buy him on the marketplace for either 220,000 stubs or go 12-0 flawless. I still play on rookie mode. I'm not going 12-0 and flawless. So to get Hank Thompson, you got to spend 220,000 stubs. And as cool as the card is, I would highly recommend not spending 200,000 stubs on him, as he's not worth it. His hitting stats are alright, but there's much better options. I will say though, really fun card because he plays a ton of positions. I would definitely recommend getting him or Bo Bichette if you go 12-0 and flawless, just because it seems like hitters are more valuable than pitchers at this point. But it's certainly not one of the most overpowered cards in this program. So for that, he's going to have to go in B tier in my book. Alright. Next on the list is going to be Rube Foster. Now, Rube Foster, let's take a look at this card. Now, I got the pleasure of game playing Rube Foster, and just statistically, he's alright, okay? But he definitely outperforms his stats. His screwball and his forkball make hitters look like an idiot. And match that in with a sinker, which happens to be the most broken pitch this year, and a four-seam that he can throw 101 miles an hour. It's nasty. He has outlier on the forkball. I've seen him throw at 89 on his cap 88. I've never seen him outlier the screwball. Again, though, flawless, you got to go 12-0 for him. But since you can pitch him every game and abuse the two-way player glitch, I'm going to put him in A tier because of the two-way player glitch and his sexy card art. And overall, it's a very fun card to use. All right, next is going to be Jackie Robinson. Let's take a look at this card as well. By a mile, the best card in this entire series. Okay. First of all, he plays a good amount of positions. Like to see that because he's easy to integrate into your team. His attributes are disgusting. He's got max contact. He's got terrible power because they made him a contact hitter. Because he has max clutch, all the contacts, and max visibility. He's going to get on base. He's going to be batting like 400 on most teams. He's by a mile the best card in this team. And in this entire program. I don't know why I just said team. And for that, he's the easiest S tier in this entire thing. And once again, these last 3 cards have the best card arts in the game. I mean, I'm going to zoom in on it. These card arts are amazing. I really like what they did with this program. I know I've said that a lot, but I will say it again. Alright, next up. Next on our list. Next on our list is going to be Martin Dihigo. And I don't really know what to do with this card, okay? Because I would rank him a lot higher. But unfortunately, there are much better options in the set 3 collection. So, because of the Acuna, and I forget the other player, somebody remind me in the comments. But there are definitely much better options than the Martin Dihigo. Because his pitching stats, first of all, those are good pitching stats, but his pitching and his hitting stats are okay, but he's not going to be a dominant pitcher or hitter. He's just, you have him on your team to have fun with him, and he would be great in the collection pack, except they just stack the Acuna. So for that, he's not really a viable option. You're not going to see much of him. He's not really, what's a good word? Practical. He's not a very practical card. And for that, same thing with the Hank Thompson. Just because, there's no point of getting them. They're a little too much. I would have to put him in B tier. Alright, but again, love the card. Like how he plays every position. Next is Hilton Smith. C tier. The problem with Hilton Smith is they tried to make the best hitter the best two-way player in terms of balanced, but they're like, well, we can't make an insane two-way player, so they nerfed his pitching and his hitting. Instead of with the Rube Foster, they made his pitching great, but his They call him a two-way player. He can't hit to save his life. Hilton Smith, they just nerfed both, so now you can't use anything. It's like he gets two-way player glitch, but he's not even that dominant. There's much better options to use two-way player glitch on. So for that, Hilton Smith goes to C tier. Probably the worst card in this thing. I'm about to get him. I'm a few cards away. I'll definitely gameplay him. We'll see what we think. All right, Satchel Paige. I love this card. He would be number 1 on this list if you could use two-way player glitch on him, because he's a pitcher and a pitcher only, so you can't just pitch him every game like you can with all the other players. And once they patch this, by the way, this is going to be so dumb. So he has outlier break and outlier fastball, which means I think once he gets tired, his break doesn't go down, but I know outlier fastball means he throws harder than he should. He has the fastest fastball. I'm just going to say it. His fastball is so fast. I've seen people throw 104 with him. Best pitching stats out of everyone in this group. He's the best pitcher, just a lone pitcher in this whole thing. Just you can't use two-way player glitch. But once they patch it, he's an S tier. But for now, I'm going to have to settle with A tier. I am very lucky, by the way, to have him on my team. I did not go World Series. I'm just clinically addicted, so I completed the program to get him. All right, next up, John Donaldson. This man has terrorized this game, and for that, he's an easy S tier. Here's why. He's the best two-way pitcher, just because he has an outlier fastball. He throws gas, and you can pitch him every game. He's just a dream come true. His stats, let me look at him. I'm pretty sure his stats are good. Not Randy Johnson. Alright, John Donaldson. Now let's look at his attributes. So first of all, he can hit. I'm pretty sure those hitting attributes are just as good as Hilton Smith's, except they didn't nerf his pitching attributes. He's broken. And it'd be one thing, okay, if you had to go flawless for this guy. But you just got to get XP in the Season 3 reward path. It's amazing. This card's amazing. He's insane. Alright, next up's Buck O'Neil. Buck O'Neil is a interesting one. Stats are great. He's got great contact, 125 versus right, 122 versus left. His power's in the 90s, max clutch. He's easy to get in the reward path. He's a line drive hitter, okay? He would be low S, but top of A. But because you can get him in the reward path, I have to put him in A, okay? It's amazing that they make these cards free and easy to get, okay? If you play this game an hour a day for 4 days, if you're doing the right stuff, you'll get them. If you're just a casual player, you'll get them in a week or two. This is my completed tier list. I would say by a mile, Hilton's the worst. Out of the B tier, they're tied. They're both really cool cards. Satchel would be an easy A if you could use two-way player glitch. That is my opinion. Again, I hope MLB The Show does this next year, some sort of cool storyline mode. Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm Lawson from the Show Squad, and yeah, peace.